Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Heated Rivalry, season number 1, episode number 4, 5, and episode number 6, which closes out the whole entire season. A lot of things go down. People come out and in big ways as well too. But first is like our main characters really like look at each other and say, "Wait a minute, what's holding us back at the same time?" And then also afraid to come out themselves and seeing the struggle with that, and also seeing how Shane and Ilya's relationship or with their parents and their family, and the differences between them as well too, and also seeing how people was willing to accept someone who came out. Now I don't know that because they wanted to win a championship. Could that be a factor? Nobody really cared at the time. Everybody just shocked and said, "What is happening?" And then, or everybody just, "Oh yeah, good for him." Who knows? But either way, it was very beautiful to watch as well too. And like I said, right from the start, the chemistry between Shane and Ilya is just between these two actors. Hudson Williams and Connor Stone and Connor's story are amazing. You can feel that the love between these characters have between one another as well too, and it feels real. It doesn't feel fake or forced at all. And so when you see somebody start to fall in love and start to become more of a couple and open up to one another as well too, it's very beautiful and very touching, very moving at the same time. Even brought tears to my eyes, especially when you have like Ilya was having trouble at home. He has a father who has dementia. His brother, I think knows what he is, but doesn't like him for it as well too. And they pretty much use him for money. He pays for almost everything. So his father treats him like crap and put him down. But now he's sick. He needs him. His brother is taking care of the father, but he's mad at Ilya because he has to do it. But at the same time, he's not really doing. I mean, yes, he's taking care of him, but Ilya's the one who's like funding it, making sure he has the money, making sure stuff is about too, constantly all the time. And the only time they really come to him is because they want more cash. And so he's trying to explain that to Shane because he's going through a hard time right now. His father, and also his father just recently passed, which I understand. My father just recently passed recently too, so I kind of felt that, and he also has dementia, so it just hit me kind of hard. So um and and okay. Anyway, oh, crap. Sorry. And then he's talking to Shane, and he's trying to explain to him how he's feeling. And but he only gets but he can't have the words in English to tell him. And he starts speaking in Russian and letting everything out. You really felt that, even expressing his love that he had for Shane as well too. And even though Shane didn't understand nothing that he was saying, he kind of felt it. And even though they were in the same room, they were in the same place, in the same country. But if you can feel that connection they had between one another as well too, it's very beautiful as well. And also, even though Shane may not get a lot of support from his family, he doesn't get support from other people. Like you have this girl named Svetlana who knows him. They probably were a couple, maybe they hooked up a couple times, but she knows when he's in love with somebody else, and because she keeps teasing him about every time Shane comes out, he keeps talking about how beautiful he is, stuff is about too. Just to see his reaction, and he try and Ilya always try to act like he doesn't care, he doesn't whatever. I mean, he said, "Come on now, I know you, and I know you love this boy." And even when he said the name, the code name that he used for him in the phone, she said he should be happy how you feel about it. And I understand there. And then you also have what's going on with Shane. And then you got his other friends trying to hook him up with girls because they don't even see him with nobody. And Shane keeps up pretty private. And then he meets this actress. And this was the first time Shane really came out to somebody, really. And because they slept together, and that didn't really go well because Shane's gay. And he never really truly admitted that to himself. And he thought he could because he found her attractive. He's a man, and he likes he had great chemistry between them. He liked talking to her, but so he thought, okay, then because he thought that Ilya was having an affair with some woman, and so he said maybe I could do the same thing. And so realizing no, he can't. Yeah, and then he finally admitted to himself and opened up to somebody. That was actually kind of beautiful because that's the first time actually Shane, because Shane keeps things very wound up, very tight. I mean, he's very organized how he runs his life and everything as well too. He everything in a certain way, certain procedures and certain times and certain like that too, and so. This coming out to somebody was something he was not planning for, but when he finally did, you could tell the relief, like a weight had been lifted off of his chest, and it finally opened up to somebody, and when she was accepting to it as well too, it was quite beautiful, and also kind of funny at the same time because she said, "I grew up in theater. I've been with a lot of gay dudes who came out later after me," and she said, "You ain't first. I know the signs." And he was trying to deny it at first, but eventually he let that go. That was very beautiful. And then you also had the side story going on, especially in episode 5, I Believe in Anything, where you have Scott Hunter and Kip, and Scott has been keeping Kip in the closet. Well, he keeps him in the closet, but Kip is in the closet, and he keeps the relationship in the closet, and so he runs the championship. And he's seen all the people going, all their loved ones, their wives and their girlfriends going up to the champions, cheering them on and hugging and embracing themselves. And he looking around and said, "Why can't this not? Why can't this be me? Why can't you got Kip up there cheering for him secretly while his friends and his father's there supporting him as well too?" And then when he calls them down, I said, "What's happening?" And I was shocked by this because even though I like how the commentator says, "I don't know who this lucky guy is, but he's coming down. He's calling him down here." And I said, "Is he coming out? He's coming out?" And I actually felt happy for him as well. So I said, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like, wow. A lot of relationships are really touching, really moving. Now, they wasn't really the main focus of the storyline, but seeing how their relationships are, the consequences it has there, also reflects with Shane as well too. And it's so interesting because Kip is a hockey player. Just won the championship, and he came out to everybody with showing his boyfriend and expressed their love to one another, which is quite beautiful. And then then it cuts to Shane and Ilya's reaction because they would have this, "What is happening?" Because it affects them way more than it affects anybody else. Everybody was just shocked by this because of, "What? He's gay?" But they were like this, "You can do that?" They were responding to that more like this, "You can just do that, and everybody's okay with this? Everybody's okay? The sky didn't fall. Nobody died. What happened? That's it. You can do that. You can just do that." Because previously Shane invited Ilya to his house, to his cabin, like outdoor house, whatever, in the middle of the woods, and Ilya was like, I don't know if I can do this, blah blah blah. And then once that happened, and he said, "I'm coming over." And you see their reaction like this, and then it's having, because Shane just had an accident because they were playing on the same although they were playing against one another, and Shane was looking back at him. They were smiling at one another, kind of flirting a little bit, and he didn't see that hit coming. And I said, "Oh no, oh no!" But then seeing he with his family and seeing their reaction, and then seeing his reaction, and then seeing his reaction was like the shock was like this it's kind of beautiful, but also kind of funny at the same time. And you also can kind of feel what both Shane and Ilya was feeling at that exact moment, and that really shows the acting between the two. And I really gotta say this a lot. Okay, Connor Story is an amazing actor. But everybody's on here amazing, but this guy is amazing because he's not Russian. Every time I keep hearing him talk, and he speaks Russian so fluently and so effortlessly, and even with the accent as well, he portrays this character so much. It was just, I thought he was Russian. I thought he was, but he's not. The boy from Texas. And I'm just, a lot of times Americans don't pull off accents that well. They really don't. It's very far in between. It doesn't happen that well. Most of the time, when they try, they're not from there. They're working hard. I mean, British people can pretty much get it down pretty well, but Americans, we don't seem to have that kind of talent that well. But this time, I don't know where this boy came from, but wow. I also saw him on SNL too. He's also pretty funny. So he's very extremely talented. I gotta give it up to him. Every performance that you see him in is just amazing. Wow. So good. And then it finally ends in the college, and you got these two people mostly following Shane and Ilya, and they're together, and they're pretty much like opening up to one another, talking to each other more. Yes, they're having sex and everything, but it feels different this time, because the first time Ilya called Shane by his name. He used to just call him Hollander. But this time they were together. It was very intimate, and he called him Shane. And that moment changed everything, because Ilya is pretty much like, even you can tell he's in love with Shane. You can tell he's in love with him, and Shane's really in love with him. So, but he always kind of pushes him away a little bit. Always says something smart, or just something like that too. To say like he don't care, or blah blah blah. But this was the first time he actually was open, and it was real. And he said his name. He said it was love and passion. And then Shane was like this, what, whoa, what? And that freaked him out, because he wasn't expecting that, and he ran away, which caused some other situations as well too. But still, but this is the first time at the college, and on that phone call, that's when things started to get really real for them. They really started to admit their love for what they have with another. They ain't falling in love at that moment, but they were already in love. But they just admitted it as well. And also Shane actually came out to Ilya, which is it was very funny, very interesting. It was very beautiful and very outstanding for this character. But at the same time, also kind of funny as well too, because he's telling Shane telling Ilya that he's gay. Ilya says, yeah, I kind of figured that part out already. Like, I think I should know. I've been having sex with you all this time. I kind of figured it out. But, okay. Thank you for sharing that. And sharing, no, it's very serious for me. You don't understand. Because he's been bottling this up for so long. And he keep him to himself for so long. And now he's finally saying it out loud. It's like he's pretty much like, he not only wants Shane to accept him, but he also accepting himself for the first time. And that was very beautiful at the same time as well too. And then also he finally had to come out to his parents. Shane had to come out to his parents, because his dad caught them together, and he's freaking out. But I really did like this part, because you got Shane, who has his whole life together, feel like they have everything structured, everything in order, and then he sees his father shows up, which he wasn't expecting to see, and then. And his father sees him together. His whole world is just shattered and falling apart. Even though deep down he kind of knows his father is going to accept him, but But at the same time, he's scared that he won't. It's always that what if factor. And then, but the thing I really liked about it was Ilya's response to it. He didn't freak out. He didn't get mad. He wasn't upset. He's seen somebody he cares about in love going down, and instead of like adding more to the chaos, he was grounded. He was steady. He was like that rock for him, and kept him steady and gave him the bravery to go back to the front and talk to his parents. And we have that too. It actually turned out to be quite beautiful, and I really enjoyed it as well too. I gotta give it up to both Dylan Walsh and Christian Shane. And their performances here as their parents as well too. I thought it was a very beautiful situation. I also kind of funny at the same time, because you got Shane's father, and he sees them. He doesn't say anything. He's not disappointed. He said, "Oh, I should have been here. I should have called first. Well, I'm just gonna go." And then he just left. He said, "Oh," he didn't say to his wife or nothing at all. And then when he finally showed up, he said, and then when they found out, when they got together, he said, "Oh," so he said, "Oh, that's when." He said, "No, we got together way before then." Like, when? Like, during rookie seasons? And he said, "No, before that." He said, "Oh, no, it was rookie season." And you see them kind of bigger a little bit, like a couple. And he said, "Before rookie season?" It was that long? Jesus Christ. And you just find it out now? What kind of mess? But it was still, I thought it was very handled quite well and very beautiful as well too. And it had a nice little happy ending. Made you looking forward to the next season, see what's going to go from here. Because Shane had this whole elaborate plan how they're going to come out as well too, by starting a charity together, and something they both believe in as well too. And then when people finally see them together, they won't see them as rivals anymore. They hate each other. Actually, Ilya's a good person. And then when they finally accept that, and then they could come out and say, "Hey, we're gay, and we're a couple." But I don't know they could go through all that crap for it. But anyway, that's how Shane's mind think. But at the same time, even though it's very, very intense, Ilya, you can tell he loves this man, and he wants to support him. He said, "Fine, that's what we got to do to make you feel better. Fine, we'll do that." And I thought it was quite beautiful as well. But overall, great season. I highly recommend it. Check it out for yourself. It's on HBO Max. Have fun watching it. I had fun watching it. I mean, I heard so much about this show. Cause first I kind of blew it off. Because it wasn't popular at the time when I first saw it. I said, "Oh, a new show on HBO." Because it was way early on, and I just said, I'll check it out later on. I'll check it out later. I'll get around to it. Cause I was always planning on watching it. I just haven't no rush to do it. And then when it blew up and all over the place, I said, "Oh, is that serious? Okay, I didn't think it was that deep." But overall, it's a whole lot of fun. Check it out. Have fun watching it. Don't take my word for it. I had to give this whole series a grade. I'm giving it a solid A. It's an amazing show. From great acting to a beautiful love story as well too, and great performance from everybody as well. So have fun. Also kind of inspirational as well. Yeah, it's very nice. So give my channel like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Next to my social media, you want to follow me there. I really would appreciate it. Also to my stores, but I also think my shirts and socks, everything else and whatnot. This is one of the shirts that I designed myself. This is my 3-headed rabbit dragon shirt right here. See some stuff, buy some stuff. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say in my dreams of life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.